Let's carry on with the file from our previous example and start to clear off the area where we bolt the fixture to the back of the pedal for setup 2. To get started, I'm going to use the dynamic 2D face operation, and I'm going to take care of this on the top section of our part. You notice that as I make my it doesn't automatically chain the top. So I'm going to clear the selection, make sure that I use the closed option, and select this upper edge. 1 inch flat end mill. The width of the face is fairly small, and we want to use the 1/4 inch end mill to do the clearing on the next face down. And this will prevent us from having to do a tool change between. So the comment is going to be DYN face, because I'm going to do a dynamic facing operation. Under cut parameters, I'm going to change the style to dynamic, and I'm going to leave all the default settings. With the exception of stock to leave on floors, we want to set that to 0. I'm going to turn off depth cuts because we don't have much material left here. And on my linking parameters, I'm going to set my retract to 0.1, my feed to 0.05. My top of stock, I want to make sure that I reduce this value. I'm going to click on the top point, but then I want to increase this value to minus 0.65. And for the depth, I'm going to manually select the top and use that as my value. So from here, we're going to say OK and allow it to create that operation. Next, I'm going to use the 2D contour operation. And again, we want to make sure that we're using the appropriate selections. So I'm going to make sure that I have the single edge, and I'll grab this edge for my first selection and this edge for my second. Once they're selected, I want to go back into the chain geometry. I want to make sure that they're pointing the appropriate directions. You'll notice the smaller green arrow is pointing outward on both contours, so we're good to go here. The tool, we want to carry on using the 1/4 inch flat, and I'm going to comment this as contour. For cut parameters, I'm going to change the compensation type to wear and leave the contour set to 2D. Make sure that we're not leaving any stock. And in the lead in lead out section, I want to reduce these values. I'm going to do a 0.1 length, a 0.1 radius with a 30-degree sweep, and I want to push that over to the exit as well. Gouge check turned on. We are going to turn on multi-passes because we need to make sure that we have at least a secondary pass to clear off the entire face. So I'm going to say 2 roughing passes at a 0.1 spacing, and I'm going to do 1 finish pass. I'm going to do the finish pass only at the final depth and only cut one way. For linking parameters, again, we want to reduce these values. I'm not going to be using clearance here because the part has already been faced and cut down so much that I don't need to raise to a clearance level. I'm going to use 0.05 on the feed. I'm going to set the top of stock to this point, and the depth is going to be my contour selection, but I'm going to be sure. And now you can see, because we didn't use the higher retract plane, the tool is only stepping up a small amount. Let's go ahead and select operation 9 and 10 by holding down the control key, and let's do a quick back plot. Let's just take a look where the tool is going and how it approaches those contours. Now this is not a dynamic operation. We're doing a standard 2D contour operation. But this is going to be applicable here just to clear off these faces and get a nice square cut in that bottom edge. We still need to drill some holes, add a small chamfer on this core, not modeled, but for right now let's go move on to the next step.